Hello, Internet. Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. You're watching the All Things YouTube show here on the All Things YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, it's a summer evening in July, and it is going to be an awesome show. There hasn't been a lot of YouTube news, but it's still going to be an awesome show. I am so glad you're here. And I got to repeat everything 6 seconds in because of the pre-roll ad. So, hi everyone, Matt Haas, All Things YouTube. Glad you're here. So, who do we have in the chat? Let's take a look here. We've got Brenda G from Brenda G's Designs, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's, Harneal Media, that's Steve Nealon, hello, Leviathan, 2075 Racing 101, and Simply Wooden Creations. Got a few people in here. Spread the show around. Go out there on the interwebs. Join people. Have people join. There's lots of fun to be had. We are driving to a hiking trail right now. Ooh, nice. Well, I'm glad I'm streaming on your travels to your destination. Leviathan's doing that. Good, good, good. Steven's 8x6 workshop. Hello, Steven. Glad you're here. Drop a like on the video. That'll help signal YouTube that it's something awesome. All right. Before I talk about the few news topics, I want to say thank you to those who optionally support me financially. I have a Patreon page and a Subscribestar page, both at /AwesomeWoodThings. That's right. My Awesome Wood Things Patreon page supports the All Things YouTube show as well. So we have top patrons. We have Jerry Brown from pollywantsacrafter.com and a YouTube channel, Osprey Mama. I totally love the Osprey Mama channel. Lots of birds. Real short clips, too, and some awesome stuff as well. Also, top patron, Jim Bashir's from Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's. That's another YouTube channel. All of these on the bottom are YouTube channels, and that's a podcast. Oh, God. That is really hard to do right there. Maybe I've said too much. That's a podcast. Let's look at my $1 patron YouTube channels. We have Shane's Hobby Shop, Mike's Wood Shop, hashtag Marvelous McKenna. Never forget hashtag Marvelous McKenna. She's marvelous and she's McKenna. Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Wood Shop, Marcel's Workshop, JP Woodwork, that's Jamie Page, and Mr. Mike Laffey from MaybeI'veSaidTooMuch.com. If you become a patron and support me financially, I will have to redo the screen and squeeze your graphic on this. But don't worry, I don't mind doing that. It's all good. Also, special thanks to MakersMediaNetwork.com. I am a proud member of Makers Media Network. Excelente. There's so much road construction. Ooh, yeah, I know that. Yeah. Him and I Woodworking. Hello, Him and I Woodworking. Thanks for joining the fun here on All Things YouTube. You remember me? I'm Matt Haas. Yes. I love when I have new graphics. Oh, guess what graphic I found? I lost this one, but now I put it back. One moment. Where are you? Oh, come on. I know you're here somewhere. I just saw it. Oh, is it that one? No, not that one. Oh, you know what? I think what happened? This one. No, not that one. That one. Mancrafting. My Mancrafting mug. It's not labeled properly on my software. If you want a Yeti that's laser etched, you can go to mancraftingtm.com and he'll make you one. Or he'll make you two. But it's a really good thing that he'll make just one. Not many people will do that. Awesome. What's your thoughts on name changes, says Him and I Woodworking. Ooh, name changes. Well, the time to do it is now. The more you wait, the harder it is for a name change. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, like anything, if the change is better, that's better. If the change is neutral or bad, that's bad. Some people have pressured me to change this channel name, my Awesome Wood Things channel, because sometimes I make things out of stuff that isn't wood. This is a half-done project, a sculpture, and I made, well, this actually didn't hit the channel, but I make things like this. That's out of plastic. This is my golden ratio calipers. You're not making things out of wood. You better change it to something else. Nope, never gonna happen. I'm sticking with wood. Yes, wood is a specific thing, but in many respects, it's kind of a catch-all. And if you don't buy that it's a catch-all, it's usually the start of people entering the community. Then they figure out you can do things with acrylic, and you can do things with metal, and you could do things with resin, and you could do, I mean, there's, wood burning and things like that. So I'm not changing it. But if the name is better, I would consider that, Him and I Woodworking. I would recommend, like, an example of a better name, in my opinion, is if it's something broader. A lot of people have, John Smith, and that's how they start their YouTube channel. So if you were to change a channel name from a first name, last name to something business, like a business name, that I think I would. But yours is already Him and I Woodworking. Let's see. I was BRC Boards, and then I changed Him and I, but now I want to go back to BRC Boards. What is BRC? He says, Billy's Really Cool Boards. Well, if you feel passionate about it, do it. That's the real answer. I always try and put myself in the frame of mind of someone who has no information about me. What would they think when they read Him and I Woodworking? What would the expectation be of someone that has no experience with you except your channel name, maybe your channel name and your icon together? BRC Boards, I wouldn't know what that is. Maybe that's an acronym just for the chat. If it's really Billy's Really Cool Boards, I like Billy's Really Cool Boards much better than BRC Boards as the channel name. But there you go. Artfully Yours with Diana's here. I was just on Artfully Yours with Diana's live stream. She was doing a live stream, and she said, hey, does anyone want to come on? And I said yes. She dropped the link, and boom, she allowed me on her show. Thank you for allowing me on the Artfully Yours with Diana live stream earlier today. Go check out her channel. She's a creative person, just like many of us in this community and many people who watch the All Things YouTube show. I love creative people, and had a good conversation. It was a lot of fun. The topic was sayings that don't really work anymore, sayings that annoy you. Like, you could be anything you want to be. It was a fun conversation. Thumbs up, buddy. You are awesome, says Him and I Woodworking. Thank you. Big Questions is she will let you on again. Well, I think I burned my bridge. Yeah. I scared everyone away. Oh, Jim Bashirs. You're funny. Funny, funny, funny. Hey, who notices what's different on the set today? I got two goodies on the set, and they're both on that side. I'll give you a hint. And then maybe I won't give you a hint. So see if you can find what's different on the set, and maybe we'll talk about that later on in the show. All right. What's going on the YouTubes? Well, announcement. August. Yes, the Gorilla was there. He's a recent addition, but he was on last week. That is Donkey Kong. So that's my Donkey Kong plush that I won at Dave and Buster's. Pac-Man hat. That's right. Yeah, look at this. I'm such a nerd. Like my Pac-Man hat. Check it out. It's got the logo, and then it's got the ghost chasing the Pac-Man. Isn't that cool? So this was my prize. This was 2,000 tickets at Dave and Buster's. So yeah, that was fun. And also, I got this little one-up mushroom. So now if I ever lose my life, that's an extra life right there. It's at easy reach. I was at a street fair in where was it at? It's a suburb of Philadelphia. Give me a second here, I'll tell you. Maybe some of you know what it is. Phoenixville. Anyone know where Phoenixville is? So you drive from the middle of the state out to Philadelphia, and before you get to Philadelphia, you land in Phoenixville. They have a convention that celebrates the cult classic horror movie, The Blob, because there was a theater in Phoenixville that appeared in the movie. They shot the movie. There was two scenes in the movie of the theater, and the theater's still there, and it's like a classic old-timey theater. It's really built out with all the lavish fixtures, and for 20 years they've been celebrating the movie The Blob, and there's a big street fair with all kinds of sci-fi and kitschy and horror movies. Like, oh, it's right up my alley. Like, everything was awesome. So I got that at the Blob Fest. And you want to see what else? Here, this chat room. Okay, get ready. Where is this pattern from? These are coasters. Look at that pattern. Does that pattern look familiar to anyone? If you know what that pattern is, type it in the chat. Yes, I know Phoenixville. Live near there. Oh, hey, I was in your backyard, Diana. That's cool. Steve McQueen. Oh, Diana says, I can come back on. Love the Blob. Pac-Man. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I had to buy this coaster. But you know what? It doesn't work as a coaster, at least for me, because listen. Hear that? It's very loud. So I could never have this in a production environment, because when I put down my thing, see, it's very soft. And like, see, this is a good coaster because it's actual, mouse pads. Do you remember what mouse pads used to be? This is mouse pad material. So I put it down and it's completely silent. So I cannot use this as a poster. Art Deco Tiffany, very close, familiar but not coming up. Art Deco is so right. This is the rug pattern from the movie The Shining. Do you remember The Shining? So this was the hotel, had really lavish Art Deco feel, and this was the iconic pattern of the rug in The Shining. I instantly recognized it, and so I bought two of them. But it's not going to work as a coaster, so I'm going to turn it into artwork. Do you want here? This is my idea. First of all, I'm a graphic designer at heart. I went to art school. I love typography. I am a type nerd. I love type. And I even created my own typeface. I drew every letter and built it and bought a program and rendered it out. Here's Johnny, that's right. So I'm going to integrate this in a piece of art with type. And this is going to be the background. Can you read that? No. Can you read that? Probably not. But you see the pattern of the type? Let me get closer. Can you read it? I don't know if you can read that. It's 4-point. Let me try and make it as still as possible. I love that movie, says Artfully Yours Today. So the idea is I'm going to have this in a frame with this on top of it. And I'm going to put a piece of plastic in front of the printout. And I'm going to have this on it. And I'm going to make a frame in the wood shop. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make two. I'm going to give one away. So the question to you is that a good idea for a project? Let me know if you like that project idea. I just came from getting new glasses. I still can't read it. it says over and over again, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Just over and over. And it's in the Courier typeface. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it's as because on the movie he typed on the typewriter and he was supposed to be writing his novel. Anyway, that's my idea for art. It will have woodworking because I'm going to make the frame, but it's literally a laser printout and this thing that I bought from the Blob Fest because I just love it. I don't know, I just love it. Okay, what's going on with the YouTubes? Here's the news of the day. At 17 after. Okay. August. Remember August of 2019. Something's going to happen. Everyone is going to have their default studio set to beta. Okay? So when you're I'll show you. Oh, I don't have my monitor set up correctly. Darn it. Give me a second here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Okay, we'll try that. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Okay. So when you come here and you go to Studio Beta, everyone's going to be forced to beta. If you set this to Classic Studio, not going to fly. Not going to fly at all. So let me show you. So if, for example, I'll show you the setting where you can control this for about 4 more weeks, or, sometime in, they didn't say when in August, but sometime in August. You can come here to settings. Oh, did you see that? That's down. I know that graphic's in the way. Settings right here. You can go to settings. And then here you can go Studio Classic or you can go Studio Beta. If you've set that to Classic, sometime in August, this radio button is going to go away completely and everyone's going to be defaulted to Studio Beta. Now, if you're in Studio Beta, you can still use the escape hatch. Get rid of that. This is the escape hatch down here, the Creator Studio Classic. You can still click in Creator Studio Classic, go to this menu, which you can't see. You can go here to skip, and then you can get back to the Classic. But the default is going away. This studio, you had control over where this button took you. You're not going to have that control anymore starting in sometime in August. So it could be August 1st, it could be August 31st, it could be anywhere in between. So that's what's going to happen. Artfully Yours with Diana says, Hangouts ends. That was her guess. Hangouts is ending. However, I'm told by the community, not through an official source, that the Hangouts on air on YouTube is staying the same, and it's just Hangouts to be used for business purposes. In other words, Hangouts that isn't connected to YouTube, that's going away, I'm told. Is that true? Can anyone confirm that? What do you know on that subject? Let me know. Osprey Mama's here. Hi, Osprey Mama. Welcome to the All Things YouTube show. So that is the news of the week. Oh, my piano went turned off. Let me turn it on. Yay. I have to play the piano on air so I can deduct it on my taxes. Oh, my goodness. So that is the news of the day. Any YouTube questions? Let me know your YouTube questions. How many people we got out there? 8 watching, I think. Cool. Tell your friends. We're having a good time here on the All Things YouTube show. The title of today's show was Increasing CTR, click-through rate. One of these little panels here is the click-through rate graphic. I love the click-through rate. Click-through rate and average view duration equals watch time, and watch time is what they care about. You can't control watch time, but you can control people clicking on your stuff, and after they're watching, you can control how long they watch. And you do that by making epic titles and thumbnails to get them clicking. And you do that by having engaging content where you do average view duration, by having epic content that is sticky, that makes people watch. Stickiness. That was an old television term. Did you ever hear that term, stickiness? There are whole careers built around this concept, and especially with children's shows. So what they would do is they would get target groups, kids, to watch pilot television shows, not pilots, just content that could be on the show, and they'd put them behind the mirrored glass, and they would watch them. Everything they did, everything they looked at, they could track their eyes and how they were distracted. And what they did is they refined the content so you couldn't look away. And the TV show Blue's Clues, does anyone have kids? Do you remember Blue's Clues, the TV show Blue's Clues? That is the most sticky show ever produced. Kids cannot look away from Blue's Clues, and it's everything. It's how long something remains on screen. It's the dialogue that's said. It's the background music. It's what's happening on screen. It was like a college level intensive, like scientific, college is the right point, like a scientific rigorous study with hundreds of hours of data collection. And it was methodical. And they had that thing being as sticky as it could be. And that's why it did so well. Kids could not stop watching. And that was the goal. Now they have it in video games. They have PhDs on staff, psychology PhDs in psychology majors, and they try and make the game just challenging enough that it keeps your interest, but not too challenging that you'll give up and leave. It's the sweet spot. They dial in, and that's everything from, what you have to do, who you're interacting with on screen, what happens on screen, the enemies you'll battle, the challenges you'll face, the mazes you've got to crack, all these video games, or, the jewels that you have to, they want it as sticky as possible. And it's so good. Do you remember there was people who would get physically injured playing World of Warcraft because they wouldn't get up. They wouldn't go to the bathroom. They would spend every weekend. They wouldn't eat right. They wouldn't sleep right. They would become lethargic. They would get blood clot. They wouldn't move. They couldn't stop playing the game, and it was deliberate. Yeah, so that's what you got to do. You not that, but you've got to make your content engaging so that people will watch all of it. And really, it's not anything untoward. It's just make good content. Give value, give them something, educate them or entertain them, or do both. And then do things on screen that, will warrant people staying and engaging. This thing flipping like that seems kind of trivial. It helps. Every time something changes, your mind says, "Ooh, something changed." You don't say it in your mind, but that's the feeling that you get. And then you're like, "Ooh, I got to see what that is." And then about 8 to 10 seconds later, it goes away. Now I have this changing every 20 seconds because, I'm kind of animated. I don't want it rapid fire on you. So that's why that happens. Plus, I think the graphics are cool. See? CTR above 8%, average view duration above 50. Those are the metrics, baby. My son loved that better than Barney. Yeah, Blue's Clues. That was it. That was the product of hundreds of hours of intense research, and whatever warranted the children they were monitoring watching the screen, they knew exactly what happened on screen, and they made note of it. And then they would build episodes with only the stuff that rose to the top. You couldn't look away. AJ's here, says howdy and good evening. Hi, AJ. Glad to have you here on All Things YouTube. We talked about the news of the week. Loose topic is CTR and how to get click-through rate. Click-through rate is people clicking on your stuff. And of course, you should go off-platform. So you should post on Facebook groups. You should post on Twitter, post on Instagram, post on Reddit, post on Imager, post on Home Talk if you build something, post on Instructables, Inventables if you have an extra. Anywhere online that can point people down to your YouTube channel, do that. That's technically not click-through rate. Click-through rate is when someone sees your icon or your thumbnail on the YouTube interface and decides to click on it. It could be anywhere in the interface. Let's take a look around. Let's go on a little field trip here. Just go straight out to YouTube here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let me go back. Gotta be able to stop my show. We'll go from here. Okay, there's my show. I need that show panel open. All right, so let's go into a view page here. Okay, so here's Heifer Haven, free advice. Hey, I know her. That's Brenda G from Brenda G's Designs. I do a show with Brenda called Mind Equals Blown, Thursdays. Come play along. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll drop the link. There we go. Be there or be square. That's Brenda and I. We don't talk about woodworking. We don't talk about YouTube. We don't talk about crafting. We do shenanigans, and it's a support stream where you can find other interesting people in the chat, get to know them, get to know their channels, support their channels. It's a lot of fun. And we give out free tacos and we ring cowbells. It's hard to describe. You've got to play along. But we're talking about CTR. So see on the side here, it's got all these suggestions. Each one of these channels has their counts going up for impressions. These are impressions. So I've seen all of these potential videos it's suggesting to me. Every one of these channels had their impressions roll up by one. So this is the interface showing me stuff I could click on. Now do I click on it? If I don't click on any of these, that means you don't get a click. Let me click on one. False things you've been believing about Star Trek. See, the YouTube knows I like Star Trek. I mean, hello. See? Got my communicator pin. So I'm going to click on that. That person got a click through. So now they got a click from me. So their click-through rate rose because I did that. Artfully Yours with Diana says, if you have good CTR, it could lead to CPR, right? No cardiopulmonary resuscitation. But that's what we're talking about there. So that person got a click. Now, did I watch the whole thing? Well, no, I didn't watch the whole thing, so that's bad. So the idea is you need to make your stuff clickable. How do you make your stuff clickable? Well, What did I just choose? What were the criteria that happened that made me click that? Well, I looked at the thumbnail and I read the title. Some people do both. Some people only do one or the other. But those are the only two things that were presented to me that makes me click that link. So that's what you got to do. You got to get your thumbnails on point and you got to get your titles on point. That's CTR. That's how you control it. Brenda, he froze it with your mouth open, LOL. Oh, come on, Brenda. Yeah. That's what I do around here. She'll get me back. Don't worry. She doesn't let me get away with any of that stuff. So, how do you make your thumbnails clickable? Well, a lot of different ways. Are they consistent? They should be consistent so people can start recognizing that it's from you. So have consistent elements. What are the colors? Are the colors bright? If you have photography, did you jack up the saturation? You should jack it up just a little bit. Make your stuff a little bit brighter. What you want to do is you want to stand out. See, when you come to the home page, you want yours to jump off the page. See, look at those bright green. Look at that green. It practically glows. That's good. Look at this one. Didn't this one just jump right out at you? Big text, only 4 words, nice bright blue. But, it's not only the colors, it's the it knows what I like. It knows I like woodworking. There's one of my guys on woodworking. I like that. It knows I'm trying to learn about Twitch, so it's throwing me Twitch stuff on here. I hope to do multicasting on this show, push it out to multiple different platforms. Although that would be odd having a YouTube show on platforms that aren't YouTube. But hey, that's just the way you got to roll. This is a great thumbnail site right here, Brightside. Brian G. Johnson, he's dialing it in. Look at those colors. That practically burns your eyeballs. How can you not see that icon? That's a good icon. That's a good thumbnail right there. Look at this one. What the heck is that? That's not a good thumbnail. It's like I hardly even know what that is. I mean, I know it's a hard drive, but come on, you could do better there. I don't know how that got 3 million views, but hey, more power to it. Makuchi, I love Kate Makuchi. She is such a funny comedian. Oh my God, she's hilarious. Oh, Charisma on Demand, or Charisma on Command. You ever watch that channel? Great channel. Last time I jumped, I hurt myself. Oh. If you get clicked too much, you might get an ST. Oh, Brenda, come on now. So that's the idea. You don't want too much text on the thumbnail, and you want, it's like this is 4 words. Wish, that's the name of a company, is still a scam. Okay, that's kind of good. Netflix is doomed. Okay, that's good. Look at this. Words are very readable. Oh, arrows and circles. Things that are circle, especially in red, it's like you can't not click on it. It could be the dumbest topic. If you show something with a red circle on it, people gotta click it. It's like moths to a flame. It's crazy. My 4th most popular video on Awesome Wood Things has red circles on it. And I'm snarky. I try and be funny, but I come off just being a jerk. And it has almost as many downvotes as it has upvotes, but it's got those red circles on it. Watch, I'll show you. I'm telling you, you take this one to the bank right here. So Awesome Wood Things, OtterBox. Whoops, spelled it wrong. OtterBox. This one. Oh no, it's grayed out because I've already seen it. Look at that thumbnail. The 4th most popular video on my Awesome Wood Things channel is that video, and I hate that video. I hate it. I'm embarrassed. I published it. I'm I I you know, it's bad. It's bad. But look at this. Oh my god, look at the ratio. 130 downvotes to 144 up. That is as close to 50-50 as you can get. And it was viewed 31,000 times. Oh, see, watch. Like you come out here to Awesome Wood Things, and here's my popular videos. Look at this. It's the fourth most popular video. Oh, that's a better thumbnail because it's not grayed out. I'm telling you, the red circles, baby. It's internet gold. It's the new gold. You can't stop clicking on it. Ah. I heard no more than 5 words on text on thumbnail. Yeah, that's good. Few. The recommendation is few words, whether that's 3 or 4 or 5. Love me or hate me. Thanks for watching. Says Mark Lindsay CNC. Hi, Mark Lindsay CNC. Oh, you know what? I had an interface element covering up some of the icons on my chat list. The Wood Traveler. So basically, I've only been reading the text and not looking at channels. So some more people slipped in. Hi, everyone. You know me. I'm Matt Haas. This is All Things YouTube. So the topic is CTR, how to get people to click. So I'm giving some examples of what makes a good thumbnail. But there you go. I'm big on color. See this little white sticker right there? That little white thing? I can probably barely see it. That's the hex code to the color I use all the time. Because I want that same, this color right there, that background color, I use that color everywhere. The exact same color. Just, I play the game. Because I want people to see that color and think, oh, that's Matt's stuff. So I carry it through on everything. At least I try to. This is an older one before I kind of dialed it in. See, that's the maximum color. That thing vibrates your brain off. See, my concept was that, where's it at? This is a little too much. Like I thought that was a little over the top. Like that's too, ouch, my eyes hurt. So then I backed it off to, I know it looks similar, but that's the color I'm going with. Can you see the difference between the two colors? A slight difference. So I just, I didn't have the heart to have my standard color be the one that's jacked all the heck. I need to decide on a text color. Yes, you do, Mark Lindsay. And keep those 1995 drop shadows going too. Mark Lindsay has some kick-ass, like super drop shadow. Like the stuff is hovering off the page drop shadows. Whatever it is, just be consistent. You know, there's no right or wrong answer, but you should be able just to look at the style of it and go, oh yeah, that's such and such channels. Oh, that's Matt's stuff. Oh, that's Mark Lindsay stuff. Yeah. Mark Lindsay stuff is going real good. He does long form instruction on how to use, well, a lot of things, but a lot of his content is Aspire, which is a piece of software that runs a CNC machine. He teaches you how to use it. So, you need 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes of, this is how to do this technique. Here's 10 steps you need to do. And he goes through all 10 steps. So it's a different kind of content. And YouTube loves it. When I say YouTube, both YouTube viewers love it and YouTube staff love it. They love education channels. I'm old and so are my thumbnails, says Mark Lindsay CNC. Yeah. Oh, yep. All righty. Titles. Your titles should have your keyword phrase, and it should have some sort of excitement word to it. I don't always do that very well. But that's the idea. So the keyword phrase. And the keyword phrase should appear everywhere. It should appear in your title, it should appear in your description, it should appear in your tags, and then it should be like okay, for example, I'll show you an example here. Sometimes I really labor over them. This one, can you see that? Yep. Computer desk, walnut end grain trim. That's what it is. But I put the word ultimate in there. That's a good grab 'em word. Because, if you want to learn how to make a computer desk, okay, that's your video right there. But if it's the ultimate computer desk, that's even better. So that was very deliberate, that ultimate word. I just wanted it a little more epic. Sometimes I'll put a DIY. That's if you make something, having the acronym DIY in the title can really give it that boost. It's people know what it means, and the YouTube interface knows what it means. So titles. Some people call it clickbaity. You can be clickbaity on your titles, but you got to deliver. Like don't make a false statement in your title and then deliver something different. How did you decide on what to use as a keyword? Any tips or pointers? Yeah. You use things like Social Blade, or you use things like the TubeBuddy, and there's Keyword Explorer, and you can use Trends, Google Trends as well. And then you can type a keyword phrase in here, and then it'll tell you. So can you see it's kind of the metrics it has going on here? And I just have the free. And then so you would do this research, and you can also. So that's one thing, is you can use a tool like this, Mark. Another tip would be, now this is the search. Oh, I'm not even demoing. I'm sorry. Here, Keyword Explorer. So you type in a phrase like this, and it'll tell you poor, search volume, competition, optimized strength. And this is the free version of TubeBuddy. And so then what you would do is you would say, okay, that's not good. Computer desk, DIY, explore. Oh, see how much better that one was? Now, really, what you want is, it depends on where you are in the community. So what this is telling me is if I did computer desk DIY, there's lots of competition. Oh, wait, no, it says this keyword isn't too competitive, and it has enough search volume to make it worth targeting. Freaking tells you right there. Can you read that? Look. So in other words, so right there was an example. Computer desk build, not good. Computer desk DIY, good. It freaking tells you right there. Amazing. And then you could also do this. So this is the search box of YouTube. Just type computer desk, and then see what comes up. Boom, 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 boom. That factors into your decision as well. This how it pre slapped additional words on there. I only typed computer and desk, and it did all the rest. So that's what you want to do. So what you want to do is you want to click one and look at the search results. Okay. And then you come down here. This is, oh man, this is 136,000, 2 million, 2,000, 2,000, 124,000, 3 million. So then you would do another one. Computer desk, build wood. Oh, look. 75,000, 3,000. Here's mine again. 500,000, 500. So none of these are over 1 million. So my channel is a lesser channel. I can compete on computer desk build wood. So I would mark that as more favorable. And I would repeat this exercise until you find 3 or 4 words where the entries are low on the total view count. That's how you do it. Does that make sense? Peter Brown's here. Hi, Peter Brown. Welcome to All Things YouTube. We're talking about keyword phrases, how to pick keyword phrases. Ultimately, the larger topic is CTR, that's click-through rate, how to boost your click-through rate. The answer is 2 things, thumbnails and titles. So we were talking about titles and how you should embed the keyword phrase in your title. And I just did 2 little exercises on how you can pick good keyword phrases. Both were free. TubeBuddy has a free option. I just used the free option. And just by typing in searches in YouTube and see what what do they call that? Where it adds another term to your search it adds those terms. It shows you those terms because they're popular. Then you want to find one where you can compete. You know, if you do Let's Play Fortnite, you're never going to track on that. Fortnite's all over the whole platform. So you would have to kind of get niche with it as someone starting out. And, you know, someone with less than 100,000, you know, a small timer YouTube. You have to pick the keyword. It's all about niche. Niche. Great information, says Simply Wooden Creations. Thank you, Simply Wooden Creations. I hurt myself taking a nap. Sure sign of aging, says Jim Dockrell. Jim Dockrell's in the house. Uh-oh. You know what we got to do? That's to remind me Jim Dockrell's here, because he gets kind of unpredictable in the chat. No, I'm just kidding, Jim. You know we love you. All right. Awesome. Peter is the king of epoxy. Peter, I watch almost all your stuff. Good stuff over there. I know your channel's big, but it should be 10 times bigger. Great entertainer. Very creative. That's the thing. You know, are you an artist, and are you creative, and are you original? And then do you have the on-screen presence to pull it off? And, you know, and can you like edit a good video to make it sticky? We talked about the term sticky. It's a way to keep the viewer watching, and Peter has it dialed in. You got the lights set up. Yeah, Peter, these lights are connected to if this then that, and if they detect a super chat, they would go off. But then I switched to my new channel here, and I'm not monetized, so these aren't connected to super chat anymore. But I can control them by my cell phone here. So once I get super chat on, see, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So it'll be months before that happens. But I get a light, a red revolving one. I'm accustomed to that sight, usually in the rearview mirror. Yeah, I'll turn the blue and the red one on. Oh, shoot. Nope, that's the blue and green. There you go. Is that the familiar sign? Yeah. So I hate when you get pulled over. Like you come from the dance club, and you get pulled over, and then you think the lights are the disco, the lights from the club start dancing while you're walking the solid straight line. I'm kidding. Mark Lindsay CNC says, Peter is one of 4 people I stopped to watch. Yeah, he stops what he's doing to watch. Yeah, me too. I love that the one bowl he made out of the metal shavings. He's like, it was just evil. It was an evil mixture. It was metal shavings with epoxy, and it was a pain to work with, and it was just wicked. It was the pure evil project. I thought that was funny. The blue light is a snow plow up here. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Be right back, says Driveway Workshop for Jim Shears. Oh, the bench, yeah. Man, that bench that Jim Dockrell's building is just epic. Talk about over-engineered with traditional joinery. Good stuff over there on the Jim Dockrell channel. Yep. I missed the lights to do the super chat. Yeah, just to see them. I know. And you know what? There are other services that can take super chat like payments. I'm going to explore if I can use them. And then I could put a URL on the page, and you could go to a URL and you could donate like a super chat type thing, and hopefully the lights can pick them up. But I still have to do some research on that. I know, and the audience like to use it. It's just kind of cool that you can do something on your computer. You can reach through the internet and control lights in my physical office. I just thought that was really cool. All right, folks. Oh, my goodness. All right, so tip jar, yeah. I forget what the name of the service was. It's a lot of, it's meant for people who aren't monetized on YouTube yet. So if they're hooked into If This Then That, I might do it. That way I can give that feature to people here. All right, I think we're going to wrap this up here, folks. So remember, catch me Thursday nights on the Brenda G's Designs channel. Mind Equals Blown is the show. And I'm over there on Brenda G's Designs. If you click that link, you can click the reminder button and then come right back here for the end of the show. Welcome, you deserve it, Osprey Mama. Thank you. Osprey Mama's always been a loyal supporter of my stuff. Appreciate that. And it is fun. It is fun for people to do. I got you. All right. Now, since the studio beta is going to be defaulted and you're not going to be able to land directly in Studio Classic anymore, I'm thinking, if you think it's a good idea, yes, you, that maybe I'll just do a walkthrough of the Creator Studio beta, all of the main features, and some, tips along the way. So that might be next week's show, is a deep dive using Studio Beta. And, if you're kind of familiar with it, maybe you'll pick up one or two things. If you're like, I ain't using it yet, you definitely want to stay in. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know. Oh, Steven's got to go off to bed. Thanks for sharing, Matt, says Peter Brown. You got it, brother. And I think we'll leave it there. Thanks again for the Patreon support. If you support me over on the Awesome Wood Things Patreon page, which does support all things YouTube, I will add your icon here on the screen. So if you want to consider doing that, that's open to you. It's growing over there. And I post a lot of stuff there. A lot of my project builds I post there. Pre-project builds, like concepts and things like that. So next week I'm here. Here's the All Things YouTube show for the 22nd. And I'll post that in chat. Just a heads up, there will be no All Things YouTube show on the 29th, Monday the 29th. Now, next week there will be. Next week on the 22nd, I'm here. But there will be no show on the 29th for All Things YouTube. So, taking a week break there. Going out of town for vacation. It is the Creator Studio Classic is going away. It's permanently going away sometime this calendar year, but in August, when you come here, this is going to take you to the Studio Beta. No matter what, whether you set it to change, they're taking away the choice. The default entry is going to be the Studio Beta first. You'll still have the escape hatch, this escape hatch down here, Creator Studio Classic, but sometime in August, they're defaulting everyone into the Studio Beta. And then sometime in 2019, Classic is going away entirely. They haven't announced that date yet. Oh, the cruise information. Yeah. Oh, I actually have it up there. Come on vacation. We're going cruising in the Bahamas. Here's the details. Anyone can join. And here's the room cost per person. And here's how to book your vacation. Where do I have it? Sorry for sliding all around. Doggone it. There you go. How do you join? Can you see that? It's a Carnival Cruise Line. So there's an 8-day Caribbean vacation in 2021. So January 2021 for 8 days. A bunch of woodworkers and makers got together and all booked the same vacation. And you can get in on our group with the group code and the PIN. And you can, there you go. You can see everything now. And then you'll be in the group. And the group gives you $100 free shipboard credit. Other than that, no one's getting any perks or anything. So, yeah, join us on vacation. The list is growing. You know, it's not restricted to anyone. And bring your spouse, bring your boyfriend, girlfriend, bring a friend, or go solo. It's all up to you. But we're all going on the same cruise, and we're gonna have a blast. It goes to St. Kitts, St. Martin, San Juan, and Grand Turk on a Carnival Cruise Line. And in the winter, this is January 2021. Winter cruises are always the least expensive because people aren't cruising that time. But it's perfect. Get away from the cold. Go into the near the equator where it's nice and comfortable. So you can do that. There is a event. Let me post the event in here. Hold on a second, folks. So we'll go to events and hosting. There it is. So this Facebook event has all the information about the cruise, including a video where I'll tell you everything you need to know. But I'm not getting any kickbacks. Russ Meadows is the point person for this. He's not getting any no one's getting any kickbacks. Just a bunch of people wanting to spend time on vacation. Think of it as an after party of the woodworking show. But there's no woodworking show. There's no classes. There's no tool demos. It's just people on vacation. Join us. Join us. It will be epic. $100 free to spend on the ship. Mojitos all around. Yeah, baby. All right. I'm going to play some epic 8-bit video games with my new Pac-Man hat that I won at Dave & Buster's. And they switched out the cards on the coin pusher to just general aliens of Star Trek. So I'm starting to collect the aliens now of Star Trek. I don't know why Bones is in with that one. But I swear to God, it feels like I'm 17 years old. Like I've never grown up. I have the same mentality. Hey, I like to have fun. All right, we'll leave it here. See you next week. Come over Thursday on Brenda G's Designs. Play along over there. Oh, and look what Brenda gave me. She gave me some gourds. Brenda will send you a whole pile of gourds, and she has a challenge going on where if you make something out of gourds, it's a fun challenge. Brenda G's Designs. Go over there. I'm looking for the graphic. Where'd you go? Yeah, over there on the. Go to that channel, Brenda G's Designs, and so I'm going to do a challenge with gourds. She gave me about a dozen and a half of these. These are just a few of them. You can turn these into whatever you want. Be creative with gourds. It's a crafting build project competition. Play along if you want to. She'll send them to you. Just say, send me some gourds. She'll send you a handful of gourds. Learn more about it, Brenda G's Designs. All right, we'll leave it there. Let me try and find where the button is to stop the show. There we go. All right, folks, stay awesome. Any questions? Let me know. Show topics, suggestions? Let me know. It's all good. Good night, everyone.